Welcome back to the Charismatic Voice. I am so excited and happy about today's video. I've known for a long time that Kamelot was working on their 13th studio album, and last year I got to interview Tommy Kadovic, which made me even more excited for that album. And then yesterday, Kamelot released the first single called One More Flag. So, without further ado, let's get to it.
One more flag in the ground. I am an island waiting for help to unleash on my shore. Joy is my weapon. I am preparing for war. I shall walk on this bridge over trenches below, with fear as my faithful companion. Life, protecting my last amid the earth.
I love this feeling of newness at the same time as there's like some sort of steampunk in there, I think, with the fire, but you have this digital age as well. And the buzz, there's so much buzz in all of the sounds that I hear going on, and drive from the drums. It's so energetic at the same time. I'm going to go back to the beginning. There's a lot happening in there, including a really sticky hook. Really sticky hook. It's already repeating in my head.
One more flag in the ground.
So that vocal, that little vocal hook there, that's super sticky. And then I think there's a synth on top of it that's doubling it, that makes it pop out even more and create some of that buzzy sound that I was talking about. Oh, let's go back a little more. This is such a cool video.
One more flag in the ground.
Yeah, there's a double on that. And I just love how many different sounds are happening. It's like that entire sound spectrum is totally full. There's just a wall of lots of just different instruments that have come at us all at once. And I like the way that Tommy's first vocal presence as well was so fierce, extreme. One more time. I hear some overtones in that voice there as well. This might be Cobra, actually. I know Tommy's wife Cobra sings some backings on this.
One more flag in the ground.
That's Cobra. Love it. That's so pretty.
I am an island waiting for help to unleash on my shore. Joy is my weapon. I am preparing for war. I shall walk on this bridge over trenches below, with fear as my faithful companion. Life, protecting my last amid the earth. One more.
This has, I think that was about to go to the chorus. But I think that in this verse, we have some really cool things happening in Tommy's voice that I want to go back and touch on. Other than me just really liking the visuals of this video, I feel it really tugs on the side of me that loves technology so much. So it's just looks really, really cool. Okay. I'm going to go back there's some things about this that actually reminds me a little bit of about Muse's vocal chain. I love that like more opera part. I like those little run that he does down. Tommy can do runs galore, just out the wazoo all day long. He can do runs. He's Mariah Carey in metal. But I like the way he does it, like a really tasteful one off the end of that. Just elaborates a tiny bit going down too, not giving away too much too soon. Additionally, I hear lots of extra ways to emphasize things that are fun. There's like a creak that he does at one point. I'll go back just a little bit. Right there's a little creak into the sound, and then I like the way he goes up here and lightens on it. I know for sure his voice is doubled, but I think that what they've done is doubled it very quietly down an octave. Waiting for help to unleash on my shore. Is my weapon. Yeah, there's a very low double. His line sounds thick and full, even though it's in a slightly lower range. I think that's partly because we got that double below it as well. And it needs to still be piercing through all of this massive instrumental sound. And it's been produced extremely well, I think, to have that fullness without feeling like it's blasting away. I shall walk on this bridge over trenches below, with fear as my faithful companion. Yeah. I just love all of these moments where he's adding a little bit of distortion as he's coming into words. Protecting my last dominion. One more flag in the ground. I am a soldier. I'm marching into battle. I am a warrior, and this is my creed. One more flag in the ground. I'm going to go back to this chorus. I love the way they are taking the melodic hook that we got at the beginning and that put it into the chorus with the words. I mean, they probably actually designed the chorus first and then said, oh, cool, let's put this vocal hook in at the beginning. So they probably reversed that. It's so catchy and it feels really determined at the same time. Oh. One more flag in the ground. I am a soldier. I'm marching into battle. I just really like his voice, and I like the way it's produced a ton in this song. I think I hear so much harshness and fierceness in the sound right now, which is amazing. I've heard him sing stuff that's super sweet, and it's so cool to hear the power that's coming through his sound here. Like the way he goes up on march in and even tosses that off a little bit. I think it's so smart the way I'm hearing him layered as well. I also really love the way these lyrics are inspirational. This is my creed, one more flag in the ground, like that we're continuing forward, moving forward, step by step. I got an amazing quote from Tommy talking about what the song is about. The main focus on this video and song was to have a metaphor for the struggles of fighting disease or illness, whether it be physical or mental. Each step of healing and recovery is another flag in the ground. With every little step, one more victory won. And I feel that determination and inspiration and drive in this song, and it is great. I just love that. This is a great message. Let's go back. I am a soldier. too. Right? And those hey! I just, again, oh, great voice, great production. The adrenaline of this song is already getting to me. I am adoring this drive and the way I feel pumped up by it. And I just feel extremely excited about the fact that this song, I feel like it can be directed towards mental health, but it's sometimes mental health, you need to be calm and have conversations with yourself or with somebody else and really discuss and work through things. And often that feels kind of dark and down, but you have to go through that. This, though, feels like it pumps you up, like it makes you excited to tackle all of those things, which can be really, really hard when you're down. I love that. Oh, man. Like it's like Here's to Us, which Lizzie Hale and Hailstorm, that for me is an amazingly inspirational song. And this is giving me those vibes. And I've listened to that song in downtime so many times. I hope that this song is something that brings tons of people new energy to go out and grasp the day.
I'm leaving behind. This is my mission. I am an army of one, and I'm facing the fire that's raging inside. With faith as my fearless companion. Life protecting my last dominion.
Okay, I'm gonna go back, talk about a few cool things in the verse that he did. This is the second verse, I think. Oh, I'm so excited about this song. I think it's really cool. He does little sort of offsets of consonants every now and then that will actually go up. It feels almost a little Michael Jackson at times. It's so cool how he's taken some pop icons and brought them into metal. Okay, so right there on Bleed, the pitch actually bends up just a little bit before the end. Pain is the weakness I'm leaving behind. This is my mission. Okay, that's one of those spots. The n mission on it's like a little shadow vowel. So there's a n after the end of mission, and he goes up with that offset.
This is my mission. I am an army of one.
I like the way his voice has got so much ping on it. Like it just kind of zaps. It's got laser. But then he's also bringing in this extra distortion to give it some grit, to give it some more weight, to give it that feeling of more determination. I'm going to take this day and make it awesome. Right.
I am an army of one, and I'm facing the fire that's raging.
I just realized he also was a firefighter for a very long time. So when he says, I'm facing the fire, he's literally done that for years. Whoa.
I am an army of one, and I'm facing the fire that's raging inside. With faith as my fearless companion. Life protecting my last dominion.
Such a cool weapon.
One more flag in the ground. I am a soldier. I'm marching into battle. I am a warrior, and this is my creed. One more flag in the ground.
So there's something really cool happening on This Is My Creed that makes it stand
A
out.
soldier, I'm marching into battle. I am a warrior, and this is my creed.
I think it has to do with some of the hits in the drums, but also
To battle.
Bum, bum, bum. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is my. It's really making it like marcato is the term I would use in classical composition. It's like this line over, it tends to be just like a little short line that happens over notes. And it means that you have a feeling of almost like stomping on each note. You go boom, 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 boom. And a lot of times in this chorus, we're getting this feeling of 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. This is my creed. They're saying no, each number 1, 2, and 3, they're all going to be accented so that each one is brought out more. Otherwise, we kind of have a lull that's happening, like we're rolling into battle. It's a subtle thing, but once you hear it, I think it makes you appreciate how they've really said, I'm making a stand here. This is my creed. This is my flag in the ground. Oh man, I really like this song. Whoa! You guys are gonna love the nerdy reference that's about to come up. Okay, not only does that look a little bit like the Matrix, but as they're dropping down like that, it reminds me of this moment in Diablo 3 when you're on your way to kill the Skeleton King and you drop down, like the comet has come down and you drop down into that first dungeon. It's such a cool moment and it's very video game and I love it. Yeah. I really like the way that they built this story up to go along with the epic guitar solo. It works together and I like the way that it just feels like you're on this incredible fun adventure instead of building dread around how difficult this battle is going to be, where apparently there, I think, are multiple clones. It's like the Clone Wars, right? That's cool. Let's go back a little more. That's very Bach there. Oh, I love that standout moment of "I'm coming home" too at the end. That was very heartwarming. You can go out and fight the day, and you say, "I'm still going to make it home. I'm still gonna be here." It was really cool. I am obviously loving the video and the visuals. It also reminds me a little bit of Beat Saber because there are moments where they're like lightning or really cool weapons, and I definitely can feel like that in VR sometimes. Speaking of which, I think I will probably try and play this song in Beat Saber at some point. That's something we do in our Patreon sometimes, is play songs in Beat Saber, which is a really cool VR game. If you don't know it, you should look it up. But I really like importing songs from cool bands that I don't maybe necessarily know ahead of time, or sometimes bands like Seventh Wonder, which I think I've played a ton of their songs in VR. I think this one would be really, really fun in Beat Saber. Okay, one more time.
I am a soldier. Know my conviction will carry.
Okay, let's talk for a little bit about how cool this outfit is. It's so cool. And I feel like he's got this like future martial artist thing down, super down. Their costuming and I think it's a background set design that's happening. It's so amazing. It's like the production quality is on point. Wow.
Know my conviction will carry me home. Your hand on my shoulder, 'cause I am not walking alone. I am a soldier.
Listen to that grit and just, he's got so much extra cool sound other than just the pitch that he's making to make it fierce.
I am not walking alone.
I love the echo.
I don't walk alone. I am a warrior and I'm coming home. Hold my flag in the ground. I am a soldier. I'm marching into victory one. I am a warrior and this is my creed. Hold my flag in the ground. I am a soldier. I'm marching into.
So, there's a really cool backing vocal in there. Shoot. He's doing an amazing job of creating a line where that voice is present the whole time. It needs to soar. A voice has to soar in any kind of, it's like a mixture between power metal, a little symphonic metal in there. When you have such a wall of sound and all of this stuff swirling around, you need a voice that soars with line the whole time, is always present. And I love the way in this chorus that you're getting tons of clear words, tons of really clear notes, but you get this constant line as well. It can be really easy to divide the voice between clear pitches, or with consonants have the voice kind of come in and out, but that's not something that Tommy will allow. He's such a vocal perfectionist, and it just soars the whole time. Back once more. Ooh, I love that shift. That was a really cool shift. But I'm going back one more time because there is a backing vocal in there. I think that's Cobra. Not positive. It might actually be Tommy. There's a really cool vocal backing line. It's kind of behind a lot of the stuff in the forefront. Take a moment, see if you can hear it and listen for it. It's just really well done. Right here. I think it's cool. That sounds great. I like the way the suspended kept it going. Yeah. Oh. Get it. Whoa! I think that's it. Oh my gosh. The drive to the end and the way that the instrumental took it over and is barreling through the end. It's really awesome. We're going to do it one more time. No. So instead of descending down home, they said, no, we're going to take that melody at the end and step it up. That gives us a little more suspension, essentially, the energy, and then the instruments take over. love this build. Awesome. Whoa. If this is what the whole album is going to be like, sign me up for listening party the day it comes out. This is amazing. The energy is incredible, and the way that it's so uplifting is incredible. I love this combination of so much sound pumping somebody up in such a positive way, and combined with that, just extraordinary vocals. Tommy is an amazing vocalist and an amazing person. You should check that interview out with him if you get the chance. But first, go see this video on their channel. See the actual released video. It was released yesterday. Here's a link to it. And may you fall more in love with music every day.